Chris, speaking of money and big money fights, Pacquiao versus Spence. What's the experience? You, a champion who's been in with both. What's the experience like being in with Pacquiao and versus Spence?
I mean, they're two different things entirely. I'm getting asked about this a lot, obviously, and I've been thinking about it a lot too. It's crazy, but in my mind, I'm like, man, Pacquiao can win the fight.
How?
The way he wins every fight, he's just that guy. You can never count him out. He's still fast, he's still explosive, he still hits hard, he still has those bricks for hands. He still has that super awkward style that's really difficult to find and to hit with more than one punch at a time. Then Spence he's the Terminator. He's big, he's strong, he's young. And I think I said in another interview, like, my heart's with Pacquiao because I'm nostalgic and he's Pacquiao.
Right.
I think even Spence said that. He looks up to him, he respects him tremendously. And he, when he beat Thurman, it was crazy. And still beating undefeated world champions in his 40s, and doing it impressively. But my brain and my betting line would go with Spence, younger, stronger, and I think also we haven't seen the best of Spence. I think he has another level to his game that we haven't seen.
What do you think he can just turn it up more? He already throws a lot of punches, but what do you think he can?
I think in fights when he's needed to show other things, he does. And he's almost like one of those guys who just adapts to whatever's in front of him and just gets ahead of when he needs to. He did it with Mikey Garcia. He's like, I can box. Watch this. Yeah, boxing.
Right.
One of the best boxers around. Kell Brook, he fought him. That was Kell Brook's chance. He fought him and he broke his eye and busted him up and made him quit. I'm trying to think of other fights. Peterson,
Leonard Bundu, even, he boxed him until he knocked him out.
He boxed him until he slept him. He's and or that who's that kid who blacked out with a body shot? They just blasted some guys out. Yeah, he can. He wasn't expected to do anything, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. And talking with Timothy Bradley, he fought Manny Pacquiao 3 times, and yet he feels Spence will win the fight. And his main reasoning was, Manny's not fighting an orthodox guy; he's fighting a southpaw, and he just thinks that jab of Spence, probably the best at welterweight, it'll be too hard for even Manny to get past it and get inside and get in the range he needs. How could Manny get past that jab? I mean, is it just?
I'm trying to think when was Manny's last southpaw that he fought.
Right.
Yeah, it's a really. I don't really know. Have to look into that, but yeah, he's gonna have to use his angles and his speed, like everything else, and his timing. But it's just tough because he's got a guy who's bigger, longer, who's got great timing too. Who's got great judge of range and distance. So that I think that might be the most difficult part of dealing with Spence is first for Pacquiao is going to be dealing with that distance change and his judgment.
Who do you feel has the power in this fight?
The one punch power is Pacquiao. Yeah, speed kill and the speed with the power. No, his punches they're shocking.
Yeah,
shocking.
I saw that look on Cotto's face, on almost every fighter, except Shane Mosley.
Yeah, everyone's like, what the hell? He's got bricks for hands. It's crazy. and they're fast. Spence is more of a thudding. He's physically strong, hits hard with everything, throws a lot of punches. He's one of the only top guys who's like throws in combination. A lot of guys are one punch guys. They said not him. He throws combinations. He stays on it. The conditioning is phenomenal. That would be the difference. It's the one punch versus the break you down kind of.
The accumulation.
Yeah.
And he's a great body puncher too, Spence.
Great puncher. And Manny has some trouble with body punching.
Antonio Margarito.
Exactly. Cotto, that was the only thing he was really able to do was a couple good body shots. Margarito was literally the only shots he landed.
And before I let you go too, just Terence Crawford, what's this mean for him? What can he do in the meantime? Do you still think he can get the fight, win the fight with the winner? What's this mean for Terence Crawford?
I mean, it sucks to be on the sideline watching a fight like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure his heart sunk when he got the news. But yeah, he's just gotta. One good thing is that chip that he's got on his shoulder is gonna get bigger. Use that thing to for motivation.
He's in his mid-30s. Any chance that he got a knockout his last fight, but any chance that age is going to catch up with Terence as these guys are fighting each other and he's not, is that process beginning or?
Age catches up with everybody, but it's not. We're not on the same scale. we're all different things, different genetics, different lifestyles, different mindsets. I think mindset is more important than anything at the highest level. But it doesn't matter for Bernard.
Right. Talk about exception to the rule.
Yeah, Sergio Martinez didn't matter for him until it mattered. Everyone's different, and you gotta go case by case.
Chris, such an awesome analyst, awesome guy. When will we see the awesome fighter back in the ring?
August.
Okay.
August, I'm told. We're waiting on a date, but yeah, it's gonna. I'm excited to get back.
Certain card, event, and network.
It's going to be the Triller card. It's probably going to be that Evander Holyfield show that's going to be in August, I believe.
Awesome. And I heard you say earlier, overheard you, it'll be against a fellow boxer.
Not YouTuber, not UFC guy, fighting boxer.
All right, man. Well, you're killing it so much in the booth. I'm almost like you don't need to fight, Chris. But
I don't.
Yeah.
I want to. I don't. And that's one thing. I do not need to fight. I just like to fight.
Thanks so much, Chris.